we're joined by TechCrunch editor-in-chief Matthew Panzarino, also CNBC.com technology products editor Todd Haselton. Todd, I'm going to start with you. This looks like fun, kind of cool stuff.
It is fun.
What's wrong? What's the dark side?
I think a lot of people were worried that immediately people were saying, oh, your photos are being uploaded specifically to Russia, although the company has denied that. But it is a Russian developer who made this app that allows you to do lots of fun things. You can make yourself look really old. You can put a beard on yourself. And I don't know if we have some of the pictures, but I was sending them around to friends yesterday, and they actually thought I had grown a beard. And it looked really good. And I think it took off in popularity for a number of reasons. You had all-stars. You had really famous people posting pictures of themselves, right? And then you had people trying it themselves and noticing how realistic it looked. And I think that's one of the things where if it was kind of like a junky app, it wouldn't matter that much.
Here's your grandpa over there. Check that out.
Yeah, there you go. That's me. So that's one of the things that made it really quickly popular is that it's so good. And so I think a lot of people were sharing it with friends. We were talking about it here at work. Everybody was talking about it on Twitter. And boom,
you jumped
blew up
2 generations with that, not one.
Yeah. And there I am with the beard, which a lot of people said looks real.
It does look real. I'll give him props for that.
I can't grow a beard, though.
Hey, Matthew, what is, I mean, is that a real beard, first of all, that you've got on right now?
This one's real, not augmented reality or AI based. Yeah.
All right. So what do you think? I mean, we're talking privacy on so many issues. It's front and center. Congress is talking about it. The media is bringing it up constantly. Is it an issue that consumers are now starting to get worried about too?
Yeah, we've been writing about and talking about these issues, as I'm sure Todd has and other reporters, for years. And it's just now in the forefront. People are starting to actually pay attention to sort of what compromises they're making for what may amount to something fun and genuinely cool. But what trade-offs are we making here? What's the privacy trade-off for getting a really cool aged photo? Where does that photo go? What are the motives of the developers? That sort of thing.
I guess in the end, Todd, we should look at this and realize there's no such thing as a free lunch, dummy. If you're getting all these apps for free, what did you think you were? There's nothing free.
Yeah, most of these apps, when you get something for free, you're more often than not trading privacy for it. A lot of cases, you look at really popular apps, Google Maps, right? Google tracks you by default everywhere you go. You have to turn it off yourself if you don't want that.
By the way, if you turn it off.
Right. It doesn't work very well. It doesn't know where work is anymore. Right. So a lot of these things, you're trading privacy. Okay, and in this case, it's your photo. The picture you take, like that, me right there with the beard, is going up to a developer. I don't know the developer. You start to have some concern about that. But if you look at well-established companies, say Snapchat, for example, they also have the right to keep some of your photos that you publish that are public and use them as they want, which is the same kind of term language that they have in the privacy policy for FaceApp. So, and it's really boilerplate stuff, too. So when you look through it, it's like, we own it. Maybe your face ends up on a billboard someday. Other companies are doing the same thing.
I will tell you, Matthew, FaceApp actually came out with this full statement. And one of the things I was concerned about was that if you allowed them to take one photo, they could get all of your photos. They say they don't do that. They only upload the photo that's selected for editing. And they do point out that the user data is not transferred to Russia, even when you upload it into the cloud. But let's talk more broadly about a lot of the other things that we're seeing. Amazon caused a bit of a fracas because it was offering people $10 off if you let them track everywhere you're going on the website. When do you start to get concerned and say, okay, this is too much and consumers should really beware?
Well, I think the solution to this really starts with transparency. So, for instance, a lot of the questions early on about FaceApp were, hey, does it get access to all my photos at once? And because of the way Apple set up the iOS operating system that's on your iPhone, no, they don't. They only get access to the one photo you choose, which is good. That's the right way to do it.
Wait a second. Are you telling me that wasn't Facebook's, it wasn't FaceApp's choice on that? That was Apple who was saving me in that situation?
Yeah.
That's right. Correct. This is the way Apple set up the operating system. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And I think there were a lot of reports today that were using, they were trying to blow up the headlines, make things a little bit scary, saying, oh, the camera is just going to turn on and track you whenever it wants. That's not true. And that's going back to the way Apple controls apps. And whether or not they're even approved to the App Store. So users are protected in a lot of ways, just a matter of what you decide to give up once you launch the app. If you agree to upload a photo, then that's on you.